South Africa is in turmoil after a series of shocking events that might signal the collapse of President Cyril Ramaphosa's political career. In one of the most daring and high-profile investigations in the nation's democratic era, police officers armed with High Court authorization raided Ramaphosa's private residence early on Tuesday morning. What they reportedly found left even veteran investigators stunned and could send the president to prison for up to 15 years. Sources close to the investigation say the operation was far from random. It came after months of secret surveillance, financial tracking, and intelligence gathering. Elite police units and forensic accountants had been quietly examining suspicious transactions allegedly tied to the president's private accounts and offshore connections. When the warrant was executed, heavily armed officers moved swiftly. Witnesses noticed an unusual police presence, black SUVs, unmarked vans, and specialized cyber-forensic teams surrounding the property. Inside, investigators allegedly found large sums of foreign currency, encrypted devices, sealed boxes, and a cache of documents. Early reports indicate that the money included US dollars, euros, and British pounds, all supposedly undeclared, amounting to what could be tens of millions of rand. Even more alarming were several classified files labeled confidential presidential communications, believed to contain sensitive government dealings, undisclosed contracts, off-the-record agreements, and communication logs involving high-ranking officials and international business figures. A senior official involved in the raid, speaking under condition of anonymity, said that although they were anticipating irregularities, the extent of what they found was well beyond their imagination: encrypted USB drives, safes that would need unlocking, coded folders, and evidence pointing toward a long-running operation. Some documents allegedly point to a covert network of influence stretching through both public and private sectors, involving top ANC figures and foreign entities. Forensic teams are now decoding devices discovered in a hidden compartment behind Ramaphosa's private study. This revelation has sparked off a political earthquake. In less than 2 hours, opposition parties called for the immediate resignation of the president, accusing him of public trust defiance. The EFF and the DA called for an urgent meeting in the National Assembly to decide on his fate. Social media went into overdrive with outrage as #Ramaphosa, #15 years shock, among others, trended all over the country. Protesters immediately flocked outside government buildings, demanding openness. Even inside the ANC, its own members conceded in private the unsustainability of the situation, warning evidence could destroy what is left of the party's credibility. Legal analysts said that, if the allegations stand, Ramaphosa could face charges such as money laundering, obstruction of justice, unlawful possession of classified material, and abuse of office offences that in some could carry a prison sentence of as many as 15 years. The High Court has ordered a full audit of his financial records, campaign funds, and business dealings tied to his farm and private companies. Analysts believe the findings could not only end his presidency but also expose a deep-rooted corruption network within South Africa's political elite. The presidency has kept mum so far, but sources close to the development say Ramaphosa is in shock and has held emergency meetings with his legal advisors and political allies. They say he feels betrayed, as some in his circle are believed to have leaked information. According to one insider, he's not just facing legal trouble, he's fighting a political war. From across the country, some ask how such a scandal could again reach the highest office, a sign that corruption has deeply infected the government. Others hope this moment becomes a turning point toward accountability. Rallies are in the works for major cities, and civil society groups have called for an independent commission to ensure a fair investigation. Meanwhile, global attention is fixed on South Africa, with economists warning that investor confidence could plunge if charges are filed, potentially weakening the rand. Whether he resigns or fights the accusations, one thing is clear: this is a momentous moment in South Africa's political history. What had been a discreet High Court operation erupted into a full-blown national crisis that may recast the country's leadership for years to come.